Hello. My name is Sean Javid, and I am doing demonstration number 1, I believe, for the questions for demonstration. Demonstration number 1. So for the first question for 1.1, one of the questions I chose was the set n is a element of all natural numbers such that 4n is less than 24. And to solve this one, it's right here, it's this one, first one. To solve this one, I first decided to make it a little bit easier and divide by 4 on both sides, so just that we would get an easier number to then put into a set, which then gave me n is less than 6. And then I deduced that, which is pretty easy, and got all the natural numbers, which were the set 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And sorry, that's my cat. And yeah, that's the answer from the 1.1. For 1.2, we had 3 intervals to work with. The first one being A, right here, shown right there. The second one being B, shown right there. And the second one being C, shown right there. I'm not going to say them all out, I feel like it would be a really long video, but yeah, they're all right there. And for this, we have to, right here, it says we have to intersect B with each piece of A, basically, and then set difference it by C. So I started out by just doing the A intersecting B. So for that part, for A intersecting B, I had when I intersected A with B, it gave me bracket 11 comma 14, sorry, bracket 11 comma 18, and then parentheses, and then I unioned it with bracket 32 comma 84, and ended it with the parentheses to make sure it was open and that we do not include 84. And then from that, I had to subtract, so I'm saying subtract, but I really mean set difference, C from that A intersecting B. So for that, I just removed the interval parentheses 48 comma 65 from the 32 and 84 in the A intersecting B right here, because it didn't apply to this, because 48, it starts at 48, the set difference starts at 48, and this ends at 18, and so it would only apply to this, like kind of in the middle of this interval. So I did that, and that gave me parenthesis or bracket 32 comma 48 and bracket, and then unioned, and then parentheses 65 comma 84, and then end parentheses, just to show that we don't include 60 or 65 or 84 in that answer. And then, so the final answer I got was S equals bracket 11 comma 18 end parentheses, so we don't include 18, union bracket 32 comma 48 end bracket, union parentheses 65 comma 84 end parentheses. And then yeah, that's 1.2. That's one of the questions I picked for 1.2. And then for 1.3, it's on the other side actually. We had it was the graph from the linguistic mapping exercise section 1.3, exercise 3. And I kind of drew it out here just to make it a little bit easier for you to read. But I also explained all of it. So the question asked for the meaning of the sets. So I'm just going to explain what both those sets were and the answer for them, I guess. So for the first set, it was the set X is an element of all real numbers such that f of X is less than 0. This is basically telling us that it doesn't, this means that like, it's basically saying all X values where the graph of f is below the X axis, and it doesn't include 1. Because it does not have a, where am I pointing to? It does not have a, or equal to sign under the less than symbol. So that means we do not include 1 when we're taking things from under the x-axis. So we would leave that as an open circle or a parentheses. So for that answer, I got bracket -5, comma 1, and then open parentheses, unioned it, and then I got open parentheses 5, comma 7, and then ended it with a bracket because we do include 7 at the end, as you can see over here, but we do not include the 5 or the 1 because, as I said earlier, this isn't equal to signs, so we were not going to include 1 from everything below the x-axis. But for the second one, for the second set, it's asking for the set x is an element of all real numbers such that f of x is less than or equal to 0. This means that we can include 1. It's basically almost the same exact thing, but we can include 1 in there, and that's why the only things I really had to change were this bracket, or this I had to change this parenthesis to a bracket right here, as you can see. And the answer I got for that one was bracket -5, comma 1, and bracket, and then unioned it with the parentheses 5, comma 7, and then ended it with a bracket. So everything's the same except we include this one now because of this less than or equal to sign, rather than this one that's only a less than sign because we didn't include 1 up here. And yeah, it just said all x values where the graph is on or below the x-axis, and this includes where f of x equals 0. So for the last part, the determined part, which is, I kind of already did it right here and here. I already put the answers for the determined part, but I'm still going to read it out, what I put there. I just said the graph hits the x-axis at x equals 1. As you can see right here, it hits the x-axis at x equals 1. And the graph is also below the x-axis from x equals -5 up to 1. So from here to here, it's all below it, even if it's hitting right here. And the bottom right piece is also below the x-axis from just x bigger than 5 through 7. So right here. And yeah, that was the determined part. And then for the answers for the determined part, I just read them out right here already. I just included them with the first and second question of that last question on the demonstration questions. So yeah, I think that's all of it. Again, my name is Sean Javid, and yeah, thank you.